What's good, everybody? Today we're working on a 2015 Honda Odyssey, and we are going to be replacing the alternator. First things first, go ahead and remove the negative terminal from the battery, and that's going to be a 10mm nut, and just go ahead and put it right here to the side. The next thing, go ahead and get you a 14mm socket, and I usually use one of these, which is an extendable ratchet, and the tensioner is going to be that one right there. To loosen up the tension, you're gonna push it up, as you guys can see. So let me go ahead and remove it. The next thing, go ahead and get you a 12mm socket, that way we can remove that power wire. Go ahead and remove this rubber cap, that way you can have access to that nut, and just go ahead and remove it. And it also has a 10mm bolt, which it goes right here. On this one it doesn't have it, but make sure you guys remove that bolt. And it also has that connection right there, but I couldn't fit my hand, so what I'm gonna do is take the alternator to the side and then unhook him from that connection. After removing those two connections, go ahead and remove these two reservoirs, or put them to the side. For this one, it is gonna have that pin right there. Just go ahead and pop it off with a flathead screwdriver. Same thing with this power and steering reservoir. Pry this to the side, and then just go ahead and pull this up. Set it right here to the side, that way it won't be on our way. And for the alternator, it's gonna have two bolts, which one of them is all the way right here on the bottom, and then on the top it's gonna have this little bracket, which I'm gonna go ahead and remove it with the entire bracket. For the top bolt, it is gonna be a 12mm bolt, which is right here, and for the bottom it's gonna be that bolt right there. So this cooling reservoir does have a hose right there on the bottom. Go ahead and remove that hose, and then kind of set this to the side, and you should have enough room to remove this cooling reservoir out. Once you remove those two bolts, if the alternator is stuck, just go ahead and pry it right here on the side. Another way, just go ahead and wiggle it just like that and push it up at the same time, and it should get unstuck. So far, this is how I have the alternator. As you guys can see, that little piece right there on the alternator, make sure it's sitting on the AC line. And it is a really tight fit because this AC line is on the way. You can also remove this bracket. I just don't have the tool at the moment. I'm gonna have to go get it, and it is an Allen key. It could be different on yours. Once you have it positioned like this, just go ahead and start wiggling it side to side until you take it off from this line. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that pulley tensioner there. I'm just gonna push it forward, that way I can release the tension, and it should give me enough space to remove the alternator. Once you take it out to this section right here, make sure you guys position the alternator with the bracket on this side. And if you guys remove the bracket, just position it any way you want. But if you did left the bracket, make sure it's on this side. The next thing what I did is went ahead and grabbed two bungee cords, and one of them wrapped it around the reservoir for the power and steering, and I just went ahead and pushed it all the way to the PCM, and just went ahead and grabbed it from right here. The next one, I went ahead and wrapped it around the power and steering hose, and just wrap it around over here. The other thing that I did is went ahead and removed this 10mm bolt, and just went ahead and pushed this AC line the same way as the other lines. And after that, I should have a lot of space right here to bring the alternator up. Another thing that I'm gonna go ahead and remove is this bracket right here, and it's just two 10mm bolts. The bungee cord did help a little bit, but whenever I was lifting it up, it's a little bit better to raise this up just like that. Once again, be careful whenever you are raising it up, and holding this line, it should help you a little bit as well. Once you do that, it should have a lot of space right here in between to remove the alternator, just like I did. And this bracket, you don't have to remove it, but I kind of always like to do a little bit extra stuff just to have a lot of room instead of messing something else up. Once you remove the alternator, just go ahead and match it up. Make sure that the connection is exactly on the same spot and everything. And to remove this bracket, if you have the same bolt as me, it's going to be on number 9. And if you have a regular bolt, it should be the same as the other one, which it was a 14 millimeter. So let me go ahead and remove this bracket and show you guys how I install the new one. To install it is the same process, and I'm going to show you guys real quick. So you're going to want to go ahead and lift this up just like that. Now I just gotta position it how I removed the other one. Make sure to remember how you brought it up, because it's gonna go exactly the same way down. If not, you will have issues trying to put it back on there. Once the alternator is down there, you can remove the bungee cords, and you can also install this bolt, which is a 10 millimeters. Now we're going to continue to install the alternator. Remember the tensioner, we got to move it forward. After installing it, make sure you guys put this bracket in there. Don't tighten it up yet until you line everything up and put this bolt in there. After that, make sure you guys install everything how you removed it. If you have any questions, make sure you guys leave a comment below. This video was helpful. Make sure you guys give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.